Hi, this is Hannah Orr from QT News. Thank you for joining us for tonight's special bulletin on the war on journalism. We will be discussing matters with freelance journalist Rebecca Murray, who is based in the Middle East and Africa. What takes you to Greece at the moment?
I was here. It's pretty much my base at the moment because I was living previous in Libya, and then obviously had to leave. So I moved to Athens for a different context.
And you've reported in, I guess, everywhere really, so Libya, Afghanistan, Iraq and Syria. How close did you get to the front line?
So in terms of war, I would define front lines slightly differently, but in terms of actual conflict front lines, Afghanistan, I was both on regular Afghan civilians, kind of with them, but also embedded with military occasionally with the US. But, somewhere like Yemen, which I lived for nearly a year, there are different dangers to all of these places, and they're all definitely places of conflict. This was Yemen pre-war, pre the Saudi bombing of Yemen, but it was extremely, how would I describe, extremely tense in terms of if you're a foreigner, you're at risk for abduction, and so there's different kinds of ways of operating. For instance, if you are in, say, like on the Sirte front line, which I was in Libya, that's a very visible front line, with a battle going on and mortar shells, etc.
Where do you see the future of freelancing going, I guess, in a front line or in general?
Yeah, so unfortunately, I think it's probably one of the worst careers. The depressing news is that if you go into Libya today or into Syria, the context will change soon, but places like this, you actually will not be able to navigate in terms of really understanding the conflict because it's so unsafe.
When you talked about the dangers, do you believe that journalists are being targeted in these places?
Absolutely, all the time. Journalists are treated a lot, especially freelancers, as suspects, as spies, and that has been the case for a while.
What made you want to become a journalist?
Literally because you're seeing things and you're like, well, I'm not a doctor, I don't think I can stem the bleeding, but maybe I can maybe I can relay the information about what's happening.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.